I can go. So my name is Alice. I am a wanderer, and I ran away from my farm because I want to be an explorer like my mom was. I am short. My hair is red. I have freckles. And I'm 20 years old. Is that okay?
Yeah, that was great. Thank you. Carrie, you be the next one.
Can I change my character's name?
Absolutely. Again, let me interrupt for a second. Anything you don't like about your character is 100% malleable for pretty much as long as we are playing, just because of the situation that we're in. So, yeah, if there's something you don't like, let me know. We'll talk about it. I'd prefer if you didn't change your combat statistics in the middle of combat, but other than that, I'm pretty open to changing stuff.
This is probably the 4th time I've changed my new character's name, like in the 2nd session. So apparently this is a thing for me. Okay, so I'm gonna change her name to Delilah because I think it sounds like a fancier noble name. And she has dark hair, super long, but she wears it like in braids, nobility braids, if you will. Lots of rings on her finger. She kind of hides sometimes like under a cloak if she's like in a group and doesn't feel comfortable. I don't know. I guess that's it.
Kim, you are next.
Okay, so my character's name is Ebo. That's EBO because it's nice and short and easy to remember. I am an Aes Sedai. Did I say that right? Initiate.
It would be Aes Sedai, but that was pretty close.
Aes Sedai initiate, and I know how to pronounce it because I was taken to the tower and taught things about it. But I'm not like a full Aes Sedai yet, but like I just got to take my test or whatever. So I went home to tell my mom and dad, and I found out that our shop had been burned down, and I can't find my mom and dad. So I think that they might have been murdered or attacked, and I'm very vengeful, and I want to find who did that and murder them. But technically, I'm like a healer. And let's say green eyes, short dark hair, black hair. I'm super hot. Kind of hot. Charisma of 13. Yeah, and that's me.
All right, fantastic. So last week there was some confusion about your character. You had a ruby, I believe.
Yeah, so there was supposed to be like a special ruby that's been in my family for a while, but it was like in the shop and it's been stolen.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. When you came back and you were investigating the burned down shop, you found the ruby in the rubble. It kind of caught you by surprise that it was still there. Okay?
Okay.
All right, we're going to go with that. All right.
Like it's really big though, like the size of a head, so maybe I have it in a sack or something.
You're just carrying it around.
Yeah, okay.
Just put it in your pocket.
Yeah. And so apparently I was muted.
It's not like a gem, it's like a solid colored rock. Like I don't really know what material it is.
Okay.
It's a big rock cut like a ruby.
That's fine.
Chuck it at people if I run out of daggers again.
So what I was gonna say when I realized I had muted myself still was that we're not gonna go back to where we left off exactly last week. We're gonna jump backwards a little bit in time so that we can get prepared to actually play the game in a way that isn't just complete chaos, I guess. It seemed like nobody was ready to be in the middle of a fight despite the game dumping you straight into a fight. So
Are we going to redo the fight so I can actually be in it?
No, we're not going to bother with that.
Still under a table.
But there will be more fighting because, it's a Dungeons and Dragons type game. So what we're going to do is you guys have been in town for a while, all of you, and you've had time to explore the city. Again, the city that you're in is called Camelin, and there's been some unrest in the city because of an extremely long winter. Not enough food. The winter's gone too long. People are starting to really worry. And because of that, there is some outside instigators trying to cause problems for the queen. They're really backed by the Children of the Light, who don't like the queen because she was trained in the Aes Sedai Tower. She can't really use the one power. She's extremely weak. But it's the tradition of the queens of Andor to go to Tarvalon, which is where the Aes Sedai live, and get trained by them, whether or not they can use the one power. So the White Cloaks really, really don't like that because they consider anybody who can channel the one power to be a dark friend. And again, dark friends are people who are evil people who have basically sworn themselves to the Dark One, who is the ultimate evil. So they consider anybody who channels the one power to be a dark friend. And they're kind of scattered throughout the city trying to cause trouble. So a lot of people have either decided to side themselves with the White Cloaks or to side themselves with the Queen. Some people have decided to stay neutral about it, though. But so you guys have been in town for a couple days, so you might have come across some of this. The people who support the White Cloaks are wearing a lot of white colors. They have like a white bandana, or they might have a white wrapping on their weapon. The people who are supporting the Queen have a red, basically doing the same thing. So if you guys want to choose a side while we do this, that's cool. It will just take you 1 silver mark to adorn yourself in colors for one faction or the other. The other thing that we can do is if there is a weapon that you want to buy so that you're more prepared for combat, you can let me know and we can do that too. And if there's any other thing that you'd want to just like you're in a big city, there it's kind of stuff going on, that kind of situation where there's unrest, and in a couple of days they're going to parade a prisoner of war who is one of these channelers that was claiming to be the Dragon Reborn, but he wasn't. He was captured. So he's called the False Dragon. His name is Logain. So if you want to kind of like do anything, I'm going to kind of again go round robin here. I'm going to start with Rogers this time, and then work our way through.
All right. As far as getting prepared, I'm like I said, I kind of already stuck with a longsword, so I mean that's fine for me. The I as like I mean I would have probably day-to-day things created little like knickknacks out of glass, went and tried to sell them, try to make a little money, stuff like
Okay.
that.
So, if that's what you were trying to do, that's great. And I just want you to make a craftsmanship check for the glass making, and we'll tell you how much money that you earned throughout your stay so far. And then I'm going to segue a little bit into while he's looking, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to segue into a little bit about how I want you guys to do your skills on your character sheet, because I don't think I explained that clearly.
Yeah, it would be 13.
All right, so 13 would earn you 6 silver marks from your efforts. So on your character sheets, the skills that I listed for you are skills that you are basically extra proficient in. So they're skills that would go above and beyond your normal training. So those skills get a +3 to your skill checks. Now, the rest of your skills, if it is a class skill for you, according to the character class chapter, you get your level in skill ranks.